is Biafra Liberation Army Network coming to you again. Please do subscribe, like, share, and comment.
Thank you for that, His Excellency. The people love you. Yeah. Yes, we also have the African Union, although we are a bit skeptical about the African Union, but the African Union also promotes human rights and democracy. Yeah, I understand. It's okay. It's okay. Or the African Union aims, or like they say, they promote international rights, human rights, and democracy, even though they rejected our case, against Nigeria, but we are still working on it. Another prominent organization, we have Amnesty International, and I want to urge every one of us here, do some research. You can go to the Amnesty International archives, if you have the stomach for it, and see what Biafrans have suffered, in addition to what we've been suffering. You will know that when we talk about the systematic genocide against us, we are not just talking out of ignorance. Yes, there's been a systematic genocide against the great people of Biafra, but like we say, never again. Thank you. Yeah, there are so many other organizations. So in addition to all these organizations, we will prioritize working with Biafrans all over the world who are willing to invest and contribute towards the development of our new nation, because like we all know, many are yearning and willing to bring their resources and expertise back home to a safe and sane society and join hands with our government to move our nation forward. In conclusion, thank you. In conclusion, whatever agreements we would go into, both national and international, would always be in the best interest of Biafrans. In other words, we would focus on agreements that would be beneficial for Biafra as a nation and our citizens. To that extent, we would need our best brains and hands. Patriotic Biafrans. We would need them in the fields of international relations, and other relevant fields to represent us at all these levels. The list above, or the list that I just talked about now, are definitely not exhaustive, but because there are so many organizations that we would work with for mutual benefits. However, our foreign policy, or how we use different strategies to guide our relationship with other countries and international organizations, would always be based on our principle: Biafra first. Thank you so much. God bless the United States of Biafra, our beautiful confederation. Thank you.
All right, let's continue. My brother Christopher.
Before you go ahead, our brother, sorry for that. Sorry to cut you off. Mouthpiece Okaneba. It disappear, no? Oh my God. Okay, I'll send her a message or something like that. Sorry guys, I just wanted to tell her something because she was talking about this payment of it. So I did make a payment of 50 Ejema to the government website. So, but because I wasn't registered with it, because I don't usually use that, because I do any payment from my, from local distance here. But I haven't got anything from the email, but I went to my account statement and I just screenshot the what do you call it, the receipt from my bank. So I'm going to send it to her. I thought she was still here. So I will send her the message later. Sorry guys for disturbing. I'm actually going to have a boss, so I'm not being natural. But thank God you're here. Our brother Ronnie and everyone else here, my brother, I'm here for 10:35. I suppose I will sleep at 9. But, I will just finish by 11, and in the next 20 minutes or so, I will just leave. Ronnie, long time, my brother, long time.
I got your point. I was supposed to, DM you as because you told me some time ago that you are having a thing to spend this or something.
My brother, I've been so busy. I gotta be honest with you. It's like I'm not going to tell the story.
Yeah. Yes, today. maybe you have been seeing the brouhaha going on.
But I know for brouhaha now. I know for brouhaha. We're gonna very. I don't make going in a space most of the time. Like if I'm going to work, that's the only time I can be able to listen to you guys.
Honestly, BSCRC government, Yahweh CRC government. So I imagine ndị otu socha n'ime ha ebubido onwe ha na kekwa n'ebe Elias awa of every group ọ nọkwa.
Ịma ndị ohicha ịma aka bido bọọlụ, tupu bido n'ọgụ before you know it.
Yeah, Drake, because whenever one will, okay, see I own a mic, whenever I hear mic, when I talk, I'm sure this.
But how can I come through request again?
Just yeah. And I'm actually watching now Drake.
My brother Christopher. Sorry, I wanted to tell Christopher that after everything that you guys went through there, and then they come back and tell someone like you to fall back. And the funniest part is that the person that this useless woman is one that her voice is the most loudest voice on that tape. That useless woman.
People, because did you see what our DPM posted? He said, that our former BG headquarters, Maryland. When PM wanted to understand, have access to that, these guys quickly went there and changed this, to the principal agent to be him in September 2024, which means this criminal has been planning to overthrow PM before even that November. These people that Enugu State Governor used to submit the letters, these are the pertinent questions that Biafra supposed to be asking by now. We will know who did it. Already,
Christopher, Honorable Christopher Kemwa, because India na to tabi and India Drake is not to Chaco. Kekunus women within India, and we have a cabinet, they not have even in. And you can see that they are not even articulated. How did you people manage to, bring these people on board? That is my question of you tomorrow. Kekunus we have a certain Indian influence for well, cover for na cabinet. Now the thing can adequate me. I can adequate me. This man who again carrying questionable characters in the US, apolly without even going through scrutiny.
Now what? Nga forum neighbor on 18 now. Not jump. We December 2nd. No worry, we are still going. I will still play those ones.
Hey, Papa, from your co-host,
I'm with something to I get. Waiting, Didi.
When they Drake, Anama to see. When I go for what our 247 said, Open have been sharing money, even when our Prime Minister is still there. If Open is genuine and it is our Prime Minister, why is it not our Prime Minister that is? We have started paying the media through his money or the government money. Only this question is supposed to answer every other things we are asking here. Why Open did not tell BM? Why the BM was here when he started paying this money?
Open could not
Why he didn't
So,
tell
yeah, we
PM?
are
He
always
wasn't very ingenuous. Why he didn't tell PM that he has started paying these people? He's giving the money or cashing the money.
Simon, were you not there when I think VPM said after fundraising, these people sign up a certain amount of money. That's a no woman. So they have sent it. So these are the people they have been.
I think the network is obstructing
And you find out that I remember, whenever this guy come on space, you can see the way Stella then will be referencing him like he's another PM on board. I didn't know who he was. Usually people can remember when I confronted them. They were telling me it was even Master K that told me, you don't know him, he's our finance. I said, oh, because they can't.
If you like and share, others will join, please. Thank you.
Okay. There now. Because I remember that after that, the first was hosting that. I think it's Mazake that was hosting that space with Ife. So I woke up.
I started with Ife, later university coming and all of us.
Yes, exactly. I woke up that day. Hear somebody who was braggadocious, talking, very insulting. You understand the way he was even talking, the sound of his voice. I wasn't comfortable with it at all. So I had to challenge him. I said, they say, do you even know who you are talking to? I said, who is he? They say he's the finance minister. I said, even if he's finance minister, is he good the way he's talking to everybody here? As I don't share with that his idea at all. So he was like saying, these church people and all this. Started trying to insult. I just give it back to him and said, hello, man, I don't know who you are and I don't care. What brought me here is this Biafra. If not, I don't give a damn. You can't even come to my house and talk to me. It's your business. I don't know. Even if you are Dangote, I don't care. So the way you talk to people is wrong. So at the end of the argument, I have to go back to listening station. So it was one of these things where I happened to say, because that very moment I was off. I don't like him. Let me be honest. And from that moment, my spirit started telling me about that guy. So when all this thing was happening, I wasn't bothered. I know that he is a planted agent who was called to do what he's doing today. So we are not moved. Today you can see that the spirit of Biafra has started fighting them. Ana causing Abrazon line Ifela megide ya na-eme enweghị exposed like Amalu onye gara submit letter nye Finland about here. Unu ga-anọkwa ihe a n'ihi. Ọ nwayọ ya ejide style na-amị. Anyị anụkwala na ọhịa machọrọ iremove PM before the time. Ihe Dr. Orabueze gwaburu anyị before. But these people, they said it was a lie. It was a lie. Today, they are saying it. The same thing we all gathered in the space saying, Nkere is not qualified to handle anything. Why is he? All of us who are angry that how can one person be handling finance at the same time meeting they say, no, it's okay, it's the ATM, this one. Now, we've come to know that they are the one touching him. He's not even qualified. So now, Mother Abu and the rest, they have their own with then Sonia Olawa and the rest. Other people is recharging with that and they have their own group. What do they have in common? Coming, Biafra. Money. This is why every time they're asking you, what is Dr. Orabueze doing with all the money you people are contributing? Because they are criminals. What matters to them? It's money. It's money. Like, go ahead, Jerry.
Okay.
To Finland, declare Biafra, and come back and fall back to what? Fall back to ocean? Fall back to agitating again? Exactly. We don't stop our race again. We have lived to get us the recognition we need from every part of the world and go home. So if when we talk, dance with us, rejoice with us, declare Biafra with us, put your signature down, and you come back and tell people to fall back to our station again, I think your head is wrong. Your head is not correct. So, and they took money and they knew it was wrong, and they convinced people. All I'm saying is, everyone who has been confused, everyone who has been deceived, this is the time to come back. Come back to our government. Let's join hands together. Move this shit forward and go home quicker. That's all I can say. Thank you, my DPM. I love you so much. Thank you, my Honorable Secretary of Finance. I love you so much. Thank you, our cabinet members. I love you so much, great dear friends who are watching and those who watch later. I thank you all. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Honorable. I love you too. And what Honorable just said is just actually, again, I can just like taking words out from her mouth. How can a normal human being be part of our Prime Minister's plan from January 2024 to November 2024? All those committees that were set up for the declaration, all those different plans we have to declare Finland. Then somebody went to Finland, and after we declared, they signed their signature. And then that person came out to tell you that Biafra was declared on 2nd December and not November 29th. Just because they think it was about Dr. Orabueze. That shows you how their mentality. And some Biafrans actually believe these people. You actually believe that the restoration of the independence of the United States of Biafra was done on 2nd December. Instead of 29 December when it happened. And you can see, when you look at these people with what Elias is doing with Dr. Kelly, trying to use him to confuse, okay, we don't want to let here. We don't want to primary 5 level. Because there is no true Biafra that knows their onions that we carried away with that mediocre reasoning. So the confusion they brought with the one that called himself success. Now, therefore, you all remember, the firing, sacking success was part of the first thing I did because I've studied this individual for the past 2 years while working closely with the Prime Minister. So it didn't take me a minute immediately to remove and fire success. But this organization was working closely with that success. So the success that I dismissed from the government in December or January, now all of them have discovered that they are firing him at this time. Because now we discovered now, it is now that success is back. Something I did like almost since January. Just to see how these people function. But thank God for us. Thank God for people like me. Because the information I give Biafrans, if they have deceived many Biafrans from following them, what would have been the more misinformation? I don't know. No, how would Biafrans know the truth? Biafrans will be just flowing in the midst of lies and thinking that it is the truth. Because that is just what they come out to do. The first question Orabueze will ask is, what was the clear instruction? Did you receive instruction to follow the surrogate? There was a surrogate. What does a surrogate mean? Did they follow that clear instruction? Because they have another agenda. They refuse to follow the Orabueze's instruction. They prefer to go with their Nigerian agenda. Because let me tell you, Biafrans, all this confession, all of them are doing about this week. That have shown you all that it was not about me. It was not about Dr. Orabueze. It was about killing and destroying Simon Ekpa. I, Dr. Orabueze, I am only the hindrance for them to get to Odogu and do their criminality. That is why I become their enemy. True talk was only the hindrance. That was right. That's right. When you see them calling my name, attacking me, doing that, it's not about me. Their target is Simon Ekpa. Odogu said it. He was their target. And the only role I know God has used me to play in this struggle is to ensure that before they they kill Simon Ekpa, they will kill me first. They will not strike. That will never happen. I'm just using that as an example. You will take us home. Yeah, so when you see them confessing that somebody among them never wanted Obato to come out, when you see them confessing that they don't know the reason why somebody took up the APM position, when you see them confessing that somebody does not regard Simon Ekpa, I am telling you, those are the battles that I've been fighting. Because from day one, I've known that all of them, their target is Simon Ekpa. Just like Nigerian government removed him now the channel, they plotted now. Finland took over. That their target is what they've achieved. So when you see somebody and some group of people go to a CRC committee that was officially dissolved by the Brigadier Cabinet, of which I was the chief of staff, we dissolved CRC because we know that that place they are going is the bad way, is the Nigerian way, is the wrong way. That is why we dissolved them, because immediately 2 days after Orabueze kidnapped, they wanted to put okay. This APM, this one is asking now. He didn't know why okay, took up APM. Remember, that was why the Brigadier Cabinet, that was why we dissolved the CRC. As we already know where they were going. Yes. So what did they do? They went behind and reconstituted themselves. They carried the goods along, like that, to appoint this one as the APM. And they told them, oh, we voted in based on the charter, we voted. No, they have no modus operandi. They have no single power from day one to do what they want and what they are doing now, all of them. But they were paid by the Nigerian state to make it like that, to create that parallel because they didn't stop the resurrection in Finland. Yeah. So their lawyers working with Tinubu told them, okay, go ahead and make it look as if there's another government. So that eventually we will start working with Tinubu the way we were doing with him and powerful, and eventually we might do with them and China somewhere. So it will be better as all of you have an IPOP, but you are the one that is going to disrupt the representative. You know what?
Okay, let me hold it here. All right, my brother Chidi Walker, I saw what you wrote. All right, go ahead.
Thank you, thank you, my brother. I'm sorry for disturbing anyway. I just want to greet everyone that's here on our space, on our program tonight. Thank you guys for coming through. I've extended my time more than enough, so I decided to give my brother just a minute so that I can just greet everyone and then just call it a day. Thank you so much, our co-host, Mazi Rooney. Thank you, my brother. Our European rep, Christopher Kenwa, thank you so much. We had your speech the other time. That is one of the speeches that a few months ago when this brouhaha started. Mazi Dakar in hostel space, he said, isn't it only this one good speech that he gave, and then his Bulgarian? Thank God that they said that he will make a good speech. Thank you so much, brother, for highlighting the issue that Biafra is going through the terrorist state of Nigeria. Mazi Ugochukwu Odogu na Sweden. Thank you, my brother, for being here always. Amuche Udo, Simon Izuchukwu, Mazi Rose, Ugu Global, Ngozi, Dr. Sir William Dademonso, Mazi Okonkwo, Tina, Biafra Extend, and everyone that is here in Wake UC. If you haven't done so, join the position of Wisdom, Biafra Champion Buffalo. Everyone that's here, Naya Paul, Agos Okeke, my brother, make una try retweet our space so that we will get a lot of people. Our brother, our host, Mazi Drake, thank you so much, and I yield the mic. Good night from here.
Thank you.
Yeah, good night, my own brother. Thank you so much. And it was nice having you. Thank you so much.
Yes, good night. Seeing you. I hope I'll be seeing more of you. You are still busy. Okay, good. Because I like that your early morning hours spaces you do hold them, where we discuss. It makes a lot of sense. And Europe is over. Thank you.
Ronnie, we can't hear you. It's like you're having a network issue. I don't know. Maybe you should come down. Let me bring you back up. Yeah, our brother Ugochukwu want to say something. Why are we not hearing anybody again now? Ugochukwu, can't hear you too. Or can anyone hear Ugo?
No. I think it's not.
I've been only me. Is it my attacking my spirit?
I'm hearing you. Nobody's hearing you. Ugochukwu is not talking.
Okay, Ugochukwu, please let me bring you down. We need to hear your voice, please. Okay, let me bring you down. Then come back up. Yeah, our brother Christopher Okemwa. Your voice was really awesome, and I do return back to go and listen to that voice. I don't know. Do you want to say something, Christopher?
Yes. Greetings, everyone. Drake, thank you so much, and greetings to every Biafran here. Yeah, the events we had last year, it's good to go back.
Network. Or they have kicked me out. Let me check. They kicked me out.
When they did not succeed, that is why you see these miscreants now being used. People like Nkiri and Co. to make a mockery of everything. But thanks to our DPM, thanks to the USB cabinet members, and thanks to every Biafran here and those who are genuinely supporting what we're doing, they said no. We'll uphold what we did there and ensure that the 29th of November, you will not rub it in the mud. My brother Rose, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, Mr. Christopher, you can go ahead.
Yes,
Well, I just asked a question before.
Yes, that is why I came up and I wanted to answer.
Yeah. No worries. Just give us, because sometimes we don't understand how this thing works. How can you people see people like Dr. Sir Williams, John Repository, and a lot more others that are here, and you people decided to go for these non-entities that can't even defend themselves? But go ahead and explain to us what happened there.
Yes. Pardon me to let me say point of correction, my brother Rose. There is nothing like you people. We are all in this together. Okay? Every Biafran is important, and no Biafran is more important than the other one. I am not a member of the cabinet, but I do everything I can do because of the passion I have for my nation. In addition to whether you call it emotional attachment, I'm emotionally attached to my nation. What our people do not realize is this. Regardless of your so-called social status, your wealth, your fame, the respect you command wherever you are is as good as the situation that is obtainable in your homeland. I'll give you an example. I boarded a train in Oslo a few years ago. I asked for certain directions. You know, is this the right turn, blah, blah, blah. Yes, I boarded it. An Australian from the same place where they work a day did the same thing I did. He sat in that train. Do you know when this Australian was going to exit that train? The conductor or whoever, the driver that makes the announcement said, yes, our brother from Australia, thank you for visiting. We wish you an amazing day. I hope you enjoy your stay here. They did not tell me the same thing, even though they knew I was just visiting. Because anything about the zoo or where we are from is not respected.
I swear.
But I tell you the truth, bro. When we get to where we want to get to as Biafrans, when we are fully established as a nation, that's the dream we have. When I go out and introduce myself, I'm visiting from Biafra, they would accord me that same respect. Because they would know that, oh, this guy is coming from a beautiful place, a sane place, to somewhere that things work, not a zoo. Regarding your question, my brother Rose, the PM said something which I respect. I think that was last year when they were passing some bills into law. It's not about the grammar you speak. It's not about English or whatever. After all, where I am right now, they do not speak English and they are doing very well. They have a very high standard of living.
Even here.
Same with
like
China.
English.
You can name it.
Okay.
It's about what you can bring to the table. Okay? Discipline, loyalty, putting your nation first. But unknowing to our PM, these people, they were pretending. Who would have known, my brother? Look at, I mean, I don't want to mention names. Who would have known? To the point that even some people who we call the PM's personal assistants, we heard that they are now giving names of Biafrans to the zoo government to kill our people. I do not know for a certain what happened to Commander Holy Ghost. I do not know where he is. But there is a video that is circulating now where he was saying BLGIE is nonsense.
Did they kick me out again? What's going on? What's going on? What is going on? What is going on?
I don't know how I'll put it, but we should let our PM breathe a bit. Because he did a lot. You have no idea what he went through. In fact, this detention of Finland, some people see it as a way that he could actually rest a bit. And that way, things will reshape themselves the way you are seeing it now. These mediocres, like our DPM calls them, they go use their leg and hand waka comot. So that when our PM comes, the same with Mazin and Kanu, they will meet an almost clean house. So I don't know if I've answered your question, but I will add to this. We also have some Biafrans who call themselves intellectuals, professionals, who are looking like, who are these people? Where do you find this? Then I say to people like them, what are you waiting for? Show your interest for your nation that you want to build. You will be welcome. You cannot just stay out there and say, look at this riffraff. Look, I'm also ashamed of some of these people, but that doesn't mean we would not do what we have to do. So if you are also ashamed of this kind of people, my brother, bring your expertise to the government and let us move our nation forward. Thank you.
Wow.
Rose, did you hear me?
Yes. I did hear all you said. Thank you so much for that clarification and for your wisdom. You know, when you come here, you educate us more. It's not easy. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. You know, yes, like you rightly said, Christopher. I think what has just happened is just a way of our Prime Minister breathing, because this guy has worked day and night tirelessly. Because sometimes when I saw that our constitution, I'm like, when, how, what time does this man have to rest to put all this together? You know, what time does he have? You know, so I think from what you said, I would agree with you that this time that they took him away, he actually used this to rest. And then Orabueze did a clean house, you know, clean the house so that when they all come back, they come and meet a clean house indeed, like you rightly said. So thank you for that, your wonderful submission and clarification. And another thing you said that I love so much, you are complaining of having this kind of people in our group. What can you bring to the table to come and support the government? That's a very interesting one, you know. Emma, most of us here, we are always eager to complain. We are always eager to see what the government is doing. And like you said again, what is our contributions? What is our contributions? But We will always do our best to make sure we help the government because what Mazamungo's Orabueze did on that 29th, in fact, shook the world, and most especially Nigeria. They were trembling. And that is why Ogen Kerry steps in. Because I will continue to emphasize on one thing. I don't change my topic and I will never change it. Ogen Kerry somehow is related to Enugu State Governor. And then from there, Enugu State Governor bribed him, gave him money to start this nonsense he's doing. And from there, they decided, because Orabueze has declared, destroy it. And that is why you could see some lawyers coming to, including Ruben Abati, coming to talk rubbish. Oh, that Ima Powerful has disassociated himself from that thing that they did in Finland that they called declaration. And the IPOB spokesperson said that they have distanced themselves from Simon Ekpa. All because they want to give a dog a bad name. They want to make sure that what we did in Finland was irrelevant. Then
These people, they keep kicking me out. I don't know. What's happening? They did again. Hmm? Just a few minutes, please. I don't know. They keep kicking me out.
that was what that lawyer came to channels to say. And they were all clapping and laughing. Today, I think those smiles have left their faces. And Tinubu is beginning to realize that Dr. Orabueze meant business, or she means business. And she ain't joking. And the good part of it is that she doesn't even come to talk the way our leaders will always come to tell you the next thing that they will do. She doesn't. She just come and tell you the achievement. Go and hit your head on the stones. And people like Ogen Kerry, Adan Dojo, they came in for this same purpose, to destroy what my master, my boss, has done for how many years to put in place. I'm sorry for them. They don't know what is coming.
They don't know.
Biafrans, do not be deceived though. Even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu knows exactly what is going on. He knows that Biafra has been redeclared.
Jose, off your mic.
All right. Let me not go through that direction. Now, the simplicity is this. Get that document destroyed. And that is why every one of us here must always praise this woman.
Yes, sir.
In fact, she's a legendary. In fact, her name is never going to be written off from this planet Earth. You know what happened? This woman is in possession of every document of Nigeria, of United States of Biafra. Like I keep saying, nothing stops her from standing up tomorrow and say, oh, I'm even tired. All this sabotage is too much. These people are going through, I'm going through a lot in my family. I can no longer face my work. Nigerian government, bring money and come and take this document away from me. That is why every day when we
the Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, His Excellency. And to chronicle, I panegyrize His Excellency, the Prime Minister of the...
Right in a power strike, I'm a colleague on that,
I'm digging. you know. Sorry, Rose, continue.
Rose, hold on, just a second. Greg, Katie, Ronnie, okay,
Biko Ugochukwu onye m akpọrọ Dr. William Abuchi, Madam Ngozi Nne, John C. ahụrụ m unu. Like always, I'm always delighted anytime I see you guys in space because I know it is divinely orchestrated by Indaya and Hahwana. Rose, a sị na Okeke nwaanyị dị ntị njọ, o nwere ihe i kwuru na-agbara na ntị mere njiri gbagote. He said nothing stops Dr. Ngozi Orabueze from saying that she is tired, that she has been getting a lot of troubles left, right, and center. Nothing stops her of taking the document and handing it over to government if she likes money so much. I'll tell you something. Something is stopping her. And that thing that is stopping her, that does not mean she intends to do it tomorrow, no. But even if she wants to do it, something will stop her. All the gods, you can't do it. Is like a treasure deposited in a water highly infested with sharks, alligators, crocodile, running in thousands and asking you to go and take it from there. She cannot do it and she will never try it. She's a good woman. That is why people like me are unrepentantly following her. Simon Ekpa said with his own mouth that any day he thinks of doing something against Biafra struggle, that his dead mother will stand up, will rise up, we're all. You think he's crazy when he said that? So I want you to know, I know where you're going to. I know the angle, but I just believing that anything can change from somebody walking up and saying that he or she is going to relinquish or submit this document. No, not even Nnamdi Kanu, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Not even the combination of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa, and Dr. They cannot do it. I am telling you now, with beating my chest, because in here, is a story. Just onu can chore the makasi ikwu amahe ibezie. Akwụkwọ ahụ ị na-anya wụ ordinary akwụkwọ. Obu ọbara over 3 million people. Ọbara ndị mma ọbara innocent soul nọ n'akwụkwọ ahụ e generate. So nna ngwakwuekwu ihe ị na-ekwu.
Nna John bara ka njugodo gị John repository of wisdom. Ya biko akwụkwọ a nwada anyị ji ka ndị mmadụ lechara anya wee sị na fake wee sị na kwa ya aga ka e wepụta ya ka e wee nyụọ Madam Orabueze kpapụ ka e wee melie ọbala ndị over 5 million people like you rightly said egburu ọ bụrụ like you rightly said that was what happened egburu na bai and ndị mmadụ wee nyefee ego what kind of heart does those people have can you they open ndị a nwere
ngwa dị n'anya this thing ejụrụ m oke nwa jụrụ m ya few days ago. Was it yesterday or so? I think either yesterday or day before yesterday. Okay, Jeremiah, he asked me the same question. I only answered him in one aspect, but I did not buttress it further by reminding him that the reason why people like Nkere, Akbarawa, and Chiamaka Ajere and their cohorts are doing whatever they are doing is as a result of the curse. They got a generational curse from where they come from. Because most people, you cannot expect they will only produce people like Nkere. Please forgive me, I say him na nie na agba asokwanam na nia wo onyohi kama ka eji egu maatu ase him ekpedimaya bu. I just want to give an example because what they are exhibiting is not different from the product of a prostitute and an armed robber or a thief. So now, John, wait.
Because our Mandara, our Bishinian, to compare himself because he's happy for Fulani killing our people. That's why he compared those people to himself.
Yeah,
you people should mind the language.
Let me paint another
Yes,
picture
so
from
this
question
man, Ogenkere, I saw a video where he was asking ndị nwanụ na-ajụ gbasatara accountability onwenugo ụbọchị ndị Fulani bịa na-ajụ Nigeria gọọmenti gbasatara accountability. I was surprised. I say wetin this man dey talk. He's comparing Biafrans to Fulani for the fact that Fulanis are not asking Nigeria government about accountability. Why are Biafrans requesting for accountability from him? You know, it's the same accountability that brought issue between the Dr. Ngozi Orabueze and the 4-bar group, right? Now that they are having issue again, that they have divided house, over the same accountability again. Now Ogenkere, finance minister, Boro APM, Bukwara defense, something like that again. The same accountability. So in a recent video I think I saw that thing either yesterday or today on Ajo, those people requesting for accountability. Have Fulani people ever asked Nigeria government or whoever about accountability? Why are Biafra requesting for accountability from him? What can now compares in the Igbo, Biafrans, when they Fulani? So many things Hannah they put very laughable. Even some tweets from that's one Barawa. Some of the things Fanny could be very, very laughable, like even the reasonable. You are a very reasonable person. You sit down and think that thing. You should be disappointed at some of those things they are using to manipulate people's mind. No.
See people like Ogenkere. See people like Ada Nkekporo Oji Benana Waro. If you see them display this thing, there is evil cost placed on them and the upbringing, the background, the family they came out from. That is Agwanahaga Imuihe Torogologo. Maka, the place I come from, there is a phrase, there is a proverb that says, meaning that what you did not see in the vagina of a she-goat, you can never find it in her offspring. So what you see them display, if you look critically, they took it from the people that gave birth to them. Please, this is the little summary, a synopsis of what the second version of the question Okenwa threw at me, because he was wondering why a normal human being could behave like that. So that is the truth.
And another thing is because why is it that during the court proceedings of our Onyisi, which is our prime minister, we have the likes of Dilek Mai Pitamba, Chukuma Soludo, who had a lot of evidences against our prime minister. We have the likes of Christopher Musa, who was always on interview ground every single day, telling the world how bad Simon Ekpa Njoko is and how it's causing insecurity in the southeast. We have this man from Brekete family who was so bitter and was so angry about the way Simon was defending his people in the southeast. Even went as far as telling his audience to call Finland and report Simon. How come, my question is this, how come all these people was there present in Finland? Is it because the plane ticket was expensive, or the Nigerian government did not provide sufficient visa to them to come to Finland to defend the case? Yes, I need honest answer, please.
Sorry to interject here. I greet everybody here, but let me just chip in something. Rose, do you know that the break, the man you are talking about, they kidnapped him?
Now?
Oh my God, really?
Yeah. You know, when Akpabio and Natasha was having the problem, so he invited Natasha to that his stupid chamber. And after interviewing him, he wanted to put mouth into that matter against Akpabio. So before you know it, they kidnap him. Even till now, I don't know whether they have released him or not. Because there was a time they kidnapped him. Nobody know his whereabouts. Nobody know where they kept him. Until I think officers maybe they know he is in either their DSS custody or whatever he is. He's in trouble, very trouble now. Yeah. Nigeria have happened to him.
Okay.
Sorry,
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Just a moment.
Okay.
John, just a moment. Okay. Jose asked a very vital question that why those men were not in Finland. My brother Jose, I know you just asked, but there's something I want people to understand. Nigeria as a country. I don't know how other people see it, but you have to understand that Nigeria does not exist. Everything you see from so-called governor you mentioned to Christopher Musa, even the status Christopher Musa is holding, him himself can hit his chest. His entire generation and family, friends, or whoever close to him will know that he's nowhere close qualified to that position. Nigeria is just a setup. You see, the reason why they cannot be able to stop what we are doing, to come to their garbage channel TV to analyze men and great, I'm talking about, not that I was among those who was in Finland first time and second time. You will see men of caliber. This Nigeria, they promote all over the world the best doctor, the best mathematician, the best engineer, the best IT, the best this, the best. You come and see Biafra. These are people who have been pulling Nigeria. So the reason why you see that they cannot be able to appear in this place because Nigeria is a joke. Those you mentioned, their names are joke. Whatever they represent, they never qualify to it. They're just there, what they call stagnant, just to keep those criminals. Just a gatekeeper to the Western criminal, those criminals in the Western world in America. And secondly, you just have to understand that the reason why they have to look for people in our midst to do their dirty job, because it just contracts buying time. They don't have nothing, absolutely nothing to offer for those. Okay, if you want to stop this, what do you have for this? They don't have nothing. So the point here is that they will not come because whatever they represent does not exist. You see all those shenanigans that is happening to us, all those things that is happening to us, it's just we, few among us, that is causing, all those delay. In the normal circumstances, if not for these morons that you guys, some of us here are talking about them, all those vagabonds, all those, bunch of idiots who come to them and tell you that Ogenkere is this, is that. Tomorrow they tell you that he's a lunatic, he's just sharing money. This is the problem we have. So you do not expect all those things that does not exist to appear in a reasonable country like Finland, where justice is supreme. So they will not come. They will never come. They will only talk in that zoo. When they are talking, they are looking for loophole like Bianca, who can go from Biafra territory to go and represent them to show like exactly something wrong is happening from this territory where they are fighting to escape a terrorist state of Nigeria. They will look for people like Peter Mba to find a connection into the cabinet, the former cabinet of liberation that we declared. So all those people will never come. And the answer to this is that Nigeria, so-called country of criminal center of the world, does not exist. All the positions you just mentioned, from the so-called governor, which is the gatekeepers of the zoo in Biafran territory, to the eyes of the Western criminals who have their flight coming into Zamfara for gold, oil for the Niger Delta, gas in Imo State, called the criminal, what they call it, collaborator of the terrorist groups called Musa. These guys have nothing, nothing, because they know what PM was fighting for. They know what me and you is fighting for. They know exactly. Because number one, they cannot provide that security that Biafrans need, which PM, which Biafrans give, actually fighting to give to our people. That free homes for our vulnerables, we will not give it to them. That viable road, we will not give it to them. That equipped hospital, they will not give it to them. That everything, that research centers and that human resources that need to be harnessed in our territory, that doesn't need to travel, fight for visa, travel 7 hours to go and get visa in another territory, to travel to become somebody in so of their country they call number one world class country, whatever they call themselves. So, my dear brother, we just have to let our people put up a space and let people to understand this, filter the space, and don't allow those stupid Nigerians that have been surrendered by the terrorists come into it. To just let the world understand with consistency, 24 hours. That's why I was happy to see JD. Maybe by the grace of God, we'll put up a space the way we used to do before. And thank God that the distraction, I don't call them I don't used to call them divided people. I call them they are all distraction. Some of you mentioned many names here, but these distractions, they do a lot of disaster. When somebody made mention of one guy here called University. This one, I don't even care about him, but the point the only thing I was that there is one boy called Biafran seed. This guy, to tell you that contamination of a bat egg is a disease in the midst of people. He contaminated these guys to read out some garbage, some kind of declaration that, caused mayhem even to the little children in that territory where they come from. But that is by the way. But all those things, you can put it in place. So my answer to your question, my brother, all those people you mentioned, they know that they are all artificial. They are just eyes and gatekeepers of the terrorist groups. Some criminals, some business criminals all over the world who have access to, there's no fly zone in Zamfara, but these guys have fly free to Zamfara and so many places that is no fly zone. So all those things, they will never come. You not expect them. It's just some fools among us who allow themselves to be used. But they're not fools. These are ignorant people. My brother John said that from their parents. Well, it's not from their parents. These are just ignorant people. Somebody who does not think about the disgrace, about the payback, he doesn't even think about the shame of causing distraction in the liberation of the people that have been suffering for many years. You don't even think about the payback. You don't even think about what he's doing, that there are reasonable people around the world who are monitoring and watching what he's doing. So these are just fools. They cannot even hold it up even for 365 days. They can't hold it. Just half a year, they start biting themselves. So my dear brother, let me not take your time, but the point remains that they don't exist. Go and do your findings. Everything is mirage. Thank you.
Yeah, Ugonna, let me remind you of something. Let me refresh your memory. Before medical research, before scientific studies of knowing traces of people's behavior, in Biafra land, in Biafra land, our forefathers are the best scientists, they are the best medical doctors, they are the best philosophers, they are the best psychologists. When somebody is going to another clan to get married, and when you go to get married to a girl, the first thing they will ask about you is, now listen clearly. They have reason for asking that question because they know that 90% of your behavior will come if truly that man is your blood, that good man, you are having the blood of that good man in you. They will not waste time. They don't care about your resources. They don't care about your money. They care about who gave birth to you, the lineage. So, my dear, don't throw away that words that are dropped there. I am a traditionalist. I know what I'm talking about. I'm a ihe no n'omenala. If you trace what I am telling you, go and look the history of the homes they come from. You will come to believe what I told you. Thank you.
Okay, John, I still have another question. So, anyways, because in a book working day, okay, before my jaw, did you try it? John, I don't know.
John, you resent because
in our book working day, I ain't managed to with traditional. But then,
Rosa, you said something. I didn't hear you.
Oh, okay. In a book working day, in a book working day.
Ka m na-esi gị ahụ ihe ọkụ mma bụ ọkụ m jiri hụ jibe m rie nke gbara ịkpa amaghị
You know, he said you're a traditionalist, so don't hug me because I had to get a here. And then, please, just one more question before I hang up or I finish my submission. Now, Nigerian government prescribe IPOB, which is IPOB, the indigenous people of Biafra, a terrorist, in, I think, January 30th of January 2025. And that same Nigerian government still brought in IPOB members, the same IPOB that they proscribed in Nigerian states as a terrorist organization. They still use the same IPOB because Bianca, she's an IPOB woman, and then the three people who came to Finland for
even their Senate president is an IPOB. It's an IPOB member.
Okay, IPOB. Okay, now the Nigerian government now brought these IPOB members to come and testify against Simon, who was fighting the banditry in the southeast. Now, you prescribe the particular ethnic group. Now, why using those same ethnic group to come and testify? Please, can anybody make sense out of that thing?
My dear brother, Rose, before any other person go on, thank you for your question because this is exactly the kind of space we want. Not to mention those irifraf, Alajoraman, all those people that does not have future. You see, sorry guys, I just jumped in, but the fact remains that, as I said before, Nigeria, every reasonable person around the world, unless you have a criminal business you want to, that will fish you out a lot of money, you engage in Nigeria. But as a genuine person from a good home, as John said, who knows that Nigeria represents everything blood, evil, terrorism, and everything evil you can ever think about, backwardness. You understand? Dre, if that's the way they do, you don't start again, off your mic. So, if I started to debate my brother, thank you so much. If you can understand that these people you are talking about, how can they proscribe indigenous people of Biafra? It's the same Biafra that our own father Ojukwu fought for. Even bringing Bianca, the wife of Ojukwu, the late Ojukwu, to walk into their cabinets, knowing that what did Ojukwu fought for? What was the agreement in Aburi before they came back? What was the constitution of Biafra? Biafra is indigenous people of Biafra. That's to tell you all you need to know. That we are dealing with the most chronicle illiterates in the whole face of in the face of the planet Earth. We are dealing with moronic individuals. We are dealing with people who believe that, can you imagine that people that take a position as a governor, raising insecurity in their territory just to get security money? These are the people you are dealing with here. That is why when you see people putting up a space, campaigning for one individual who have been in the midst of this kind of brainless idiots, this kind of mental ill people, that they want to change so-called Nigeria with the kind of present condition of Nigeria right now, That tells you all you need to know. You understand? So, Nigeria proscribing me, my father in the grave, our unborn children, millions of the southern people. I know that they are ignorant, they will come and tell you that the south and southeast. These are vagabonds. A man with a PhD, professor, will tell you that south or south. Okay. Yeah, the south. But you are talking about south here or east. As a reasonable person who understand or whatever they have, maybe they pass from a 5 as being reasonable, understand that you're talking about south here. Proscribe them. And these individuals, you have them in your blue, in your red and whatever green chambers, and you proscribe the people. And you still use the same people. And when they come to space, they will tell you that, you talk about that, we don't talk about the Biafrans. Talk about the Biafrans, don't talk about... The same people will tell you that, talk about the Southeast, don't talk about South. You see that I have to purposely take these spaces, their spaces in front of white people like me, say, listen to this. Some of them was confused. What is South? What are they talking about? Some of them have to walk away. I purposely took it with them, just to know what people will say. They became totally confused when Nigerians are speaking. They became completely lost. Then I have to tell them that, listen, 60% of these people are mentally ill. Go and do your findings. And they went and do the findings. It was fact. I said, Nigeria, you're talking about 60% is mentally ill. So don't be surprised what you are listening on this space. I take them to 3 different spaces that was on. I said, listen to this. They cannot be able to capture what they're saying. They cannot be able to understand what you are saying. So when you see the prescribed towards us, the people of indigenous people of Biafra, what are we fighting for? I'm talking about Biafrans. I'm not talking about lunatics like all those paid distracting agents. I'm talking about real Biafrans who want a better place for their people, who understand that our children are falling out of the school, who understand that sitting in Jamb and Wayek with the children of the terrorist elders of the north is a crime, who understand that sitting with the Islamic State of Nigeria in a mirage secular state does not work for us, who understand that our fathers have already had this discussion in Abori and they decided to murder us. And the gods has blessed us. We are all over the world, have the capacity and capability to defend ourselves. And we were able to raise army. They will use our people to tell us that we are killing ourselves. You see the game? So when they proscribe us, it's left for us to encounter this. Because the work, every part of the world understand what is going on right now. Because I personally, the Biafra media from Facebook to including you, Rose, my brother, in TikTok, they have done something extraordinary. You come here, you say, our people who have done, man, you two have done wonderful. You guys have done absolutely, wonderful. From the media is amazing. Just go to Google. Even the currency that was just appeared a few days ago, go to Google, just type it. You cannot see before. When you put it on, you will see Nigerian news. But now, Nigerian news have no space in Biafran. Yes, once you type Biafra, go to Google right now. Just type Biafran currency. Yes. Just see what you see from Facebook down to this thing. What you will see, you just from up to down. Just scroll down. Before, when you type something like this, if somebody, Mazinan can proclaim something, just type something. What you will see, Nigeria will cover everything. What you will see, 1967 to 1960, garbage. You understand? So, my dear brother, the fact I want to say that proscribing us, we are the one who are who are giving them these waves. If we can be able to counter this and stop these their shenanigans and this their existing fake country called Nigeria, I think we'll be able to defeat this. They are both those unprofessionals in Rise News and the Channel TV and all those garbage media. This Vanguard garbage. Vanguard, I know how much Vanguard you need to pay. My friend have done it right from my face here. How much you have to pay to encounter something in Vanguard. I know how much it costs. So Nigeria is a crime scene. Nigeria is a taboo. Nigeria is a joke. That is my one. So another person can come up. Thank you so much.
Okay, Ugo, let me help you out and summarize it in this way. And I will have to throw a question. This question will go to either Okenwa, Rose, or Go Biafra. There is a non-global phrase that says toss. And I want the answer to be in objective form, where you will choose out of 4 answers, you choose 1. I am talking about you asking why they prescribed us, the reason why they prescribed us. And the question I want to ask is this. A global phrase says, a drowning man can hold on even to A, a big irregular tree, B, a solid rock, C, a straw, D, a very huge steel. Please, out of these 4 options, could you please choose one answer to fill the blank space? Okay, are you there? I didn't make up this phrase.
Yes, I'm here. I'm just occupied. But can you repeat that, please?
A global, we have a global known phrase that says toss. A drowning man can hold on, would want to hold on to A, an iroko tree, B, a solid rock, C, a straw, D, a solid steel. Pick out of the 4 options and fill the blank space of a drowning man holding on to something.
I will go for the Iroko tree.
Okay, that's the wrong answer. A drowning man can even want to hold on to a straw, knowing that a straw cannot even prevent him from drowning.
Aha, okay, now I get it. Just like the kick of a dying horse.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
sorry, I
Because
misunderstood you.
If you hold on to Iroko tree, you have alternative. You can survive. If you hold on to a rock, you can survive. If you hold on to a straw, you know that is the most foolish thing for somebody to do, because he or she has no option, thinking that because the straw is right in his presence, if you hold on to it, he can survive. That is what the zoo terrorist government is doing. They are holding on to straw because they have nothing else to hold on.
What is the mouth of a man?
Biafra. So they felt that prescribing us terrorists is going to stop us. So that means invariably they are holding on to straw. That's the global phrase. I didn't make it. A drowning man can even hold on to a straw.
Yes, so can you interchange that with it is just the kick of the dying horse?
Yes, a dying horse, the kick of a dying horse, they are still the same phrases, meaning the same thing.
Yeah. Can I put mouth in here?
Go ahead.
Okay. I want to ask, what did the British tell the international in the time 1960s, 70s? The same prescription happens. That's why they were dying and eating with Russia. They used one of their men to bombard our land. What did they tell them? Today, British and Russia is the greatest enemy. Any moment they can bomb themselves. That's what I want you to understand there. The prescription did not start today. It starts from the beginning. That's why Rose asks, you prescribe these people, and this man is fighting for these people. You use the same people that you prescribe to fight somebody that is fighting
the same cause. No be juju be that. You understand me, John? The prescription did not start today. They have to do something for them to prescribe you. To label you a bad name so that they can kill you. They turn everything upside down from the beginning. Because many years ago, the US, they put, many years ago, they know that is this region, something evil will come out from there. And what did the British do? They modified it to us so that they can destroy us to achieve their gain. That in the United States saw many years ago about terrorism. They turn it to us, and they call us a terrorist. That's why they fought us, which the international support them. The proscription did not start today. It starts from the beginning. Because of there is no media for people to see what is going on. It did not start today. That is what they hold on to fight us. No one cough. Their people help them. Because they need to label us a bad name so that they can be able to achieve their mission. The prescription starts from the beginning. They turn everything upside down to make sure they achieve their gain, while their people don't know what these people are doing. That is what I want you to understand. You can continue, John. When you finish, I can talk.
Okay. John, most of you did not answer the first question I asked, but somebody answered and said even the Brekete family itself has been kidnapped. Nigeria, anybody in Nigeria never happened to, they won't know why we are here. If Nigeria has never happened to you in this life, you won't know the reason why we are here. Wallahi tallahi. None of you, all of you think that we don't get what we do, but I keep asking, the people you proscribe terrorists are the same people you brought to testify against somebody who was fighting the terrorist invasion in our land. Why is Nigeria the way they are? And the reason is because they cannot defeat us. They are not built to the truth. Nigeria is not a truthful nation. They cannot say one thing and stand with it and prove a point with it. Like Mazen Nandi Kanu has defeated them in their own law court. Like Simon Epa has defeated them in Finland court. And they are running up and down. A country, when they wanted to swear in or before Tinubu became the president of the nation, went to gather fake bishops. What then can that man not do? And that is the man. In fact, I'm so surprised that, Finland, make themselves up in a way. They have to dabble into this Nigerian madness and rub themselves with poto, with mud. That is what is even paining me. Finland, that our prime minister has portrayed to the world as one of the most, respected nation and a country that upholds constitution. That is what even annoyed me the most. Anybody that works with Nigeria, the life of that person will never remain the same. Go and check what I've said. Even this Tinubu administration, anybody that works under this Tinubu administration, that person's life will never remain the same. His image will be completely dented. His image, I'm telling you the truth. Go and mark my word anywhere. A president that can go and, fabricate lies, bring fake bishop, go to, bring fake bishops to come and tell us that they have all signed for Nigeria to become.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much. All right, we continue to conclude. Our independence is here today. On behalf of the Prime Minister, His Excellency, Elder Simon Njako Obadobie, the Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra, Now, therefore, the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government in exile, His Excellency Elder Simon Njako, by virtue of the authority and pursuant of the issues and principles recited above, do hereby solemnly proclaim that the territory and region under the 40 Confederated States of Biafra, together with her continental shelf and territorial waters, shall henceforth regain her independence and act as an independent sovereign state with the name and title of the United States of Biafra. So shall it be. The people of the United States of Biafra want to be free in a country where the police and the military are sworn to the Constitution and not to the president, head of state, politicians, or anyone else, where no man is above the law, where the police and military are empowered to question inhumane orders from unscrupulous politicians. And if such order is to invade a community and kill everyone there, they will say, hell no, what are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about? The United States of Biafra, as an independent country, joins the United States of America in proclaiming that all men are created equal. With certain inalienable rights, including the right to life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. The United States of Biafra envisions a country where peace, unity, equity, and progress shall prevail. My fellow Biafrans, let's join hands and make it a reality. God bless you, and God bless the United States of Biafra. Elder Simon Njako. At this time, we are going to call on the Chief Justice of the United States of Biafra, Attorney Jane Iwuze, to confirm this declaration.
Biafra was
Fellow
declared in
Biafrans,
Finland.
I hereby mention the 40 states of the United States of Biafra, Aba State, Adoka State, Abema Igolomigodo, Ahoda, Abaki Oro, Alanso, Aludo, Anioma, Branem, Calabar, Ebonyi, Ebube, Edo, Eda, Enugu, Epie, Esan Igolomigodo, Esani, Iden Igolomigodo, Idun Ibon, Igala State, Ibani State, Ika State, Ikembe State, Ekron State, Iwunisia State, Idayanan, Iwere State, Iwunora State, Odumegu State, Ogbia State, Ogoja State, Orabueze State, Ohubu State, Okigwe State, Omambala State, Olu State, Owerri State, Kwa State, South Atlantic State, Unobaisaka State, welcome to the 40 states of the United States of America.
Thank you. We have heard of all the grievances that have been read here today. The untold hardship of our people that they have gone through, the lives that the lives that have been lost, the lives that we are still losing. As a member of cabinet, I stand here to affirm, on the basis of the grievances and of the referendum, for our forefathers, for this generation, for the next generation to come, I affirm the declaration and restoration of the United States of Biafra.
Yes, so that was the day Biafra was redeclared in Finland, in Lati, Finland, the 29th of November 2024. Yes, where many Biafrans, over 500 Biafrans, gathered in Finland, traveled from different countries to Finland for the redeclaration.
Now the same terrorists that you called Mazin Nandi Kano, leading over how many billions of Biafrans? The same terrorists. You still went to his camp and brought some terrorists to go and take it. Why did Finland not arrest the same terrorists? Why did Finland not arrest them? I ask. Why didn't Finland arrest these terrorists? Yes, I'm a terrorist. That's what they said. Okay, yes. So it is only in Nigeria IPOP is prescribed as a terrorist organization. Indigenous people of Biafra, the Igbos are prescribed as a terrorist organization. It is only in Nigeria. There is no other place in the world. Go and check this thing I'm telling you. Only in Nigeria. Yet, your president's name is in the most corrupt nation in the world. Your president's name is there. In the most killing countries that kills Christians, the Nigerian name is there. Why did you people not label those people terrorists? You are calling an ethnic group a terrorist organization, and you want us to be happy with you, staying under you. Yorubas, they don't do nothing. I've worked with them. I lived in their land. They're the most laziest folks I've ever seen in my life. It is we Igbo that generate everything that they do. It is we, I know. It is we that feed them. They have lands, we come, we buy, we build, we still build roads and make their area marketable and make their buildings expensive. And at the end of the day, they really don't like us. And we are now saying, okay, let us leave, let us go. Some idiots are coming to sabotage. I will not be here to swear for them because I know Ajana. Okay, so Ajana, you see those our dead God forefathers will avenge all these people. I'm telling you, they will avenge them. They will. I'm telling you. Because look at it. Look at how Madam Orabueze, that means what John just said is true. Guiding those documents carelessly. Because she knows how many people's blood that is on that document she's holding. The people that say they are connected to God, and even people, even the other and are the people sabotaging her. Who cares if she's the one that brought the freedom? The most important thing, our freedom has come. Why are you fighting her? Biafrans, I will have to leave you guys here. Thank you.
Okay, Biafrans.
Okay, thank you, Rosie. Simon, Gani.
Yeah, my brother, you know,
I think I have to go now, officially going right now to take some rest. Yeah, and attend to one or two things. I really appreciate you all that are here right now. Thank you all so much for staying tuned. See you guys later. I really appreciate your presence. I'll be going now. Come back much later, if possible today or tomorrow. Bye for now, and thank you all so much. Bye for now.